On the Mini Cooper F Series, you would think it's straightforward to remove the brake caliper, but there are brake lines and other parts in the way that warrant this video. Today, we show you how to safely remove the brake caliper bolts, particularly the top one, and what length extensions you need, and how I broke these bolts loose. Caliper removal can be confusing because there are a couple bolts. We want to disconnect the bolts holding caliper to the wheel bearing. So that's this guy. And on the bottom. Pre-soak with WD. Pre-soak these bolts with WD-40 or PB Blaster to give yourself an easier time removing them.
And all we need to do is get under.
It's an 18mm socket, at least on my 2019 F-Series Mini F55. Using a breaker bar and pipe, you can easily reach the bottom bolt and create the leverage you need to break the bolt loose.
That's a good amount of torque. Now before you completely remove the brake caliper, mentally gauge where you're going to attach it. We're going to try to zip tie it somewhere here, safely out of the way, so we'll put a zip tie here. Easy.
With the top bolt, it's a little more challenging because it's like, how do you get your 18mm in here without damaging this nice brake line right next to it? So I think I came up with a way to get the top caliper bolt off. Instead of using an extension like this, we use a double small extension, which is just a bit shorter than this. We put our 18mm on that. That will nicely give us just barely enough space without harming the brake line. Now let's just put this in here. Then, using the same pipe for additional leverage, the top bolt breaks loose, being careful not to snag any brake lines. And that helps us break it loose. Before we proceed, we want zip ties. So I'm getting some zip ties to zip tie the caliper. The caliper comes off. Now we want to make sure to safely hang it somewhere here. You might want to prep the zip ties next time. Prep a few zip ties like so. Get another one on here because I've had one zip tie break before. So this sensor is good. Just want to check the line. Tension on the brake line is also good. We'll get it just a little bit closer. Peace of mind. Check the tension on the brake line. I think we're good. Cool. That's how I have it supported. So there's no tension on the brake line. This bothers me a little, but I think it'll be fine. At this point, we reinstall our brake caliper. We get some snips and get your brake caliper bolts, which are 18mm. On some cars, it's best practice to replace these bolts each time you use them. We're not doing that today, but it's best practice and worth calling out. Be careful to catch the brake caliper. Push the brake pads in if you have a hard time. Okay, there we go. I'll put at least one bolt in. And put the second bolt in from below. To make absolute sure the brake caliper doesn't fall off.
There we go.